Welcome back! My name is Baller Scuba. This is Video Games Over Time! We are still in 1987 and we are still in Sid Meier's Pirates. We last left off, we were doing pretty well until we tried to go on the larger expedition so that we could try to get a little bit more of, I guess, the plot, if there is a plot of the game, done. So let's try to continue doing that and hope for better results this time. I do have a better crew on board, so hopefully that will work out. I've done a little bit more research. The guides that I can find are definitely all for a different version of the game, because the things that they're describing are just not in this game. We'll talk about that at some point, but there's a big remake, essentially, that was done, like, we're good. All right, let's investigate and see what happens here. Sloop captain. All right, what do you got? Dutch flag, closed for battle. Let's go in and do what we can. I will take my war galleon. So like I said, there's a remake that was done like 15 years in the future after this one. Spoilers. It's something like that. And it improves upon a lot of things. So it's more complicated than this. So I'm going to try to do something that I was told I could do, at least in that version of the game. And that's something that I haven't fully tried. I thought I tried it when I was testing. Let's get in the war galleon and try to chase them down. Okay. So I was told that, like, I can raise the sail. I can do up and down here. What is going on? I feel like that is not helping at all. All right, lower the sails. What? I can't seemingly move. I'm holding things. All right, we're at full sails, right? That should be good. I'm barely turning, and away they go. So much for that. So yeah, I can. By hitting up and down, I can raise and lower my sails. But, yeah, the sloop does seem to be faster than the war galleon. But, oh well. All right, we're moving on, and we'll try to deal with that a little bit later. Doing up and down here doesn't seem to do anything, and then I might be able to do, like, up and left and down and left with the fencing. But that's about it. All right, so here's Puerto Rico, however you want to say it. There's San Juan. We'll just go right past that. It's a rich port, but it is outside of my ability. So we're just going to go past it. And then over here, let's see, that's Isla Mona and the Mona Passage. And now we have made it to Hispaniola. The east side is the Dominican Republic. There's Santo Domingo. That is still the capital. It is the biggest city on that side. And then on this side, oh, what do we got? We're in Spanish waters. It's on the Spain side. Investigate. We will sail away at this point because I'm trying to conserve. I don't want to necessarily get into fights just yet. So we're going to go around kind of the bottom of Hispaniola here, and now we should be on the Haiti side of the island, which is French territory. That city is Petite Goave, I think. Goave. That doesn't seem like a French word to me, but it's been a while since I took French. We are in French waters. We are not at war with the French. Sloop captain... It's the pirates, Captain Duterte. Let's go let's close for battle. Oh, is that like turtle? It was a sloop, right? Let's go on our bark. Our barquet. Okay. Full sails. Nope, got it. Got to get back on how that works. Why are we not reloaded? Okay, turn left. Oh, this is good. Right there. All right, let's just board it and go for it. In this version, in other versions of the game, you have like a selection of different types of shot you can do. Not this game, right? That's all the buttons: up, down, left, right, and a trigger. Those are my controls. So, yeah. All right. So, like I said, I think I can do like an up and left and a down and left. But the just holding left is the fastest way to attack. All right, Captain Duterte. All right, can I do? Yeah, I can go like down, and then I can swing faster. Okay, that makes things a little bit better. But I do like need to get closer to him still. Just keep hitting him. All right, flawless victory. We did it. It's got space for 93. Is that like the French, the Spanish, or the French victory? Whatever. French pirate? That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we'll take it. Why not? Okay. Where's the treasure fleet? Cartagena. I think that's where the last one was. That's basically south of here. Like we're closer than we were before. We are not going to leave anything behind. You do want to take on all pirates. No reason not to take on the pirates. And I am told that it is still useful for me to have multiple ships. I don't know if I need this many, so maybe I'll sell a couple. But I can only use one at a time, I am told. So that's that. All right, so we're leaving west out of Haiti. What do we got in English waters? This is our place. This is ours. Pinnace. Let's go with that. Could be a pinnace. I don't know. That sounds wrong though. It's Marquis Clinton. He's the notorious pirate. Is he the one that's after all our girls? Like, did he get demoted from Duke? Let's close for battle. Let's do it. It's a sloop, right? So let's do the Barquet again. That just seems better because I can go kind of fast. All right, perfect. Fire. Turn. How'd he hit me? He should not have been able to hit me. Okay. Full sail. Does that make me slower because I'm going against the wind? No, lowering sail definitely made me slower. I feel like, yeah, we're going the same speed. That 6 is speed. All right, got him there. And I got hit. Okay. Hull is leaking. We destroyed the ship. We just flat out killed them. The enemy ship catches fire and is destroyed as the flames reach the gunpowder magazine. We blew them up. Arg. Okay, so we're now heading west from Haiti. This is Jamaica here. This should be Port Royal at this point, I believe. I hope. No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Merchantman Captain. Spanish colors. We'll sail away for now. Because I'm not sure if I'm in Spanish territory. I don't think I am. I think... All right, so it is Port Royal, which is English. Apparently in other time frames, this could be Santiago de la Vega, which would be a Spanish town. All right, let's sail into harbor here. This is, our port of stay as best as we can do at this point. Let's go visit the governor. Or with the Spanish and the Dutch. He's probably not going to be happy that I just let that Spanish ship by, but... Oh! Multicolored hair woman! The governor introduces you to his young daughter. She is being courted by Count Clinton. So Count Clinton, not the same as Marquis Clinton, who we just killed. We will not propose marriage. I don't think I'm a high enough rank. I don't know. It doesn't seem right to just like show up and the first time I meet somebody just propose marriage, but I think that's how the game wants me to deal with this. We'll visit a tavern, see if we can get more people on board. We can. 42 men. I will take them. And traveler from St. Augustine. That's Florida, which is in some versions of the game the northernmost island. In later versions, they add Bermuda, which is way out, and it's about the same latitude as St. Augustine, but it's way east. We're talking like east all the way to where like San Juan is. Sure, tell me about St. Augustine. 30 soldiers is nothing. All right, Margarita, St. Augustine, Tortuga, and Indians attack St. Augustine. So St. Augustine is ripe for the attack. I don't know if I want to do that just yet, though. Let's trade with a merchant because I have a few things, and I will sell one of my sloops. I feel like I don't need this many sloops. I'll sell the damaged one. There you go, have a sloop. And yes, the War Galleon is way better than everything else that I have, even though it's slow. It's just so slow. Okay, let's repair. Oh, I don't need to repair anything. Okay. All right, we'll sell some of this. Some of that. Make it an even 200 for reasons that don't really need to be explained because that's the only reason. I just want it to be even. And then we'll move on. Let's check the information on the next city that I want to go to. The one that we've been told to go to for a while. So things are working out better for me this time. Tell me about Santiago. 310 soldiers. Oh, no. How? How do? Okay. So they have more soldiers than I can deal with. But that is where I need to go. I keep on trying to hit like a different button thinking it'll take me back, but that doesn't work out. Let's drop a save. We'll say continue travels first. Hold that, and then we will drop a save here because I do not think this is going to go well. Let's leave town. Hold the button down. I played this yesterday. It's not like I took a big break, and I still forget some of the little nuances here. All right, so we want to go left against the wind. Let's try to zigzag. I've been told before, I'm not a sailor, that is how you can move kind of against the wind if you have like sails of this time. I don't know why I was told that, but that's what I was told. Okay, so our goal here is north of Jamaica, which is Cuba, and our goal is Santiago, which should be like right there. Yeah. All right, we're in Spanish waters, right? There's only the one English town here. We just passed it. That was Port Royal. All right, what do we got? What do we got? A sloop? No, it's a barque. Investigate, Spanish flag. We will sail away. I don't want to get into a fight because I'm about to take on the biggest town that we have done to this point. I'm always going to look. Merchant man? No, it's just not worth it right now. Because I am so close to this. There we go. We go to Santiago. Let's attack the town because I don't think I can just sail in. We're at war with them. Let's attack the town on... We have 247 men, so we're close to their numbers. It's not like it's crazy bad. But remember, this is where we needed to go because they have information about my long-lost sister here. I feel like the War Galleon's still my best option, even though it's so slow. Let's do what we can here. Where am I? Where is town? That's a big town. And immediately... Can I... No. Alright, we raised the sail. Okay, we're getting a little bit here. Turn. I couldn't turn. All right, I got one on there. And now I am completely frozen. All right. There. Fire. I don't think that's going to land. Can I just get in, like... Yeah, I'm at -2. I'm going backwards because of the sails. So we need to lower the sails. Battle sails. Okay. I can make some sort of progress. But it's not great. Like there? Nope, way too far over to the right. And then I can't lower the sails any further, and facing east is bad. Okay, so how do I go east? I haven't gotten hit yet, but like this is bad news. All right, I got another hit in there. Okay. Let's turn east. Too far to the right. Turn. Yep, going backwards. Okay, can I turn again? Finally got hit. It was only a matter of time, I think. Thought that was gonna do it. Raise the sails? Like, this is a nightmare to control. Can I lower? Okay, I'll lower the sails and try to go somewhere. I'm still going that way. How do I go east? I'm gonna have to land ashore somewhere, aren't I? Okay, let's try to hit the town again. How's that? Nope. All right, can I just land on the shore? What did that do? You beach your ship far from the fort. Your men refuse to march and return to their ships. Just flat out say no. We're not doing it. Let's try it again. Look how slow it is here. Okay. Attack the town. I could try to sneak into town, I guess. We'll do a barquet. How about that? Is that better? Is that more useful for me? All right, we turn this way. And Okay. That should hit. I don't like that. Okay. Go east. Okay. That way. Okay, just keep serpentine pattern. I did get hit. Says no damage, though. Okay. Sail has been damaged. Just get in there. Raise the sail. Get in. We're so close. Don't let him shoot again. All right, we made it. Yes? That counts? Your men scaled the walls of the fort. Good. Let's go after Captain here. Like, what are the numbers here? Rapier. It's fastest. As far as I can tell. Oh, God. I have such few. No. Okay. I'm trying to do up. Okay. It does hit the hardest. Yeah, the down is so much faster than just plain left. Come on. I just don't have enough men because I couldn't get the war galley in here. So I didn't bring all my men along. Come on, get in there. It feels like it doesn't matter how well I do here. Just I'm far too outnumbered. Where are the rest of my men? Are they coming? I stopped the cannons, right? I have hit him so many times. It doesn't seem to matter. Get closer. Just get in there. All right, down in there. I got hit once that whole time. It just didn't matter. We're reloading. No, okay, that's not cool. All right, so we're going to leave town and see if maybe I can figure something else out. All right, so we're at Port Royal here. Once again, like doing this zigzag pattern did make this faster, but it didn't make like our attack on Santiago faster. So let me try sneaking into town, right? That's an option. It seems like a really bad option when I have like 200 and something men. If all of them came along with me, we would have easily won that. But what do I know? What do we got? It's Penace. Investigate. Admiral Enriquez. Let's go after the pirate captain. We'll do the Barquet again. Like the war galleon's just so slow. Okay, turn. Nope. Not enough. How dare you get away from me? Full sails! I'm at an 8, he's at a 9. Nothing I can do about this. He's just gonna get away from me. Yeah, that's immediately a 6. All right, we'll turn around. We'll let him go. That, yeah. I guess no damage done. Okay, so February. Spanish waters, we see. Merchantman captain. We will sail away. Okay, so we're going to try to sneak into town. And hope that does something different for me. Since I can't seemingly have like a good ship here. Let's sneak into town. We'll visit the tavern. So as long as I don't attack the town, they don't attack me? Because I couldn't just sail. You spot the evil Spaniard Marquis Mendoza sneaking out a back entrance. He draws his sword as you rush after him. Yes, plot! This is what we came for. Okay, so I just need to sneak into town instead of attacking it. Rapier. It's done the best work for me so far. He's only got one man. But I've only got one man. What? How is, like... I feel like I have hit him so many times. I think we're about even. Why can't... Go for... Yeah, that. That's the up attack, but... God. Okay. Come on. Nope. You gotta do this one. All right. No, I thought we had it. How many times do I need to hit him? Just up and left. Why aren't you doing anything? What are you doing? I feel like this is so much damage on you. Alright, we got him. That's all that matters, right? Like, there's no, like, health carryover here. We got him. You're a skilled and able swordsman. I will tell you what I know. Your sister is held captive in a remote plantation. This map may help you on your quest. Alright, let's see the map. Let's take a look at it now that the jingle is over. Is it just me or could this be anywhere? I feel like it's on the mainland. I don't know though. I don't know. It could either be like Florida, like over by where like St. Augustine is, or it could be like Panama. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't think that's gonna help me all that much. Okay. Tortuga's gonna give me information. I don't really care about Tortuga. I'm gonna go there, but that's about it. All right, can I visit a tavern and recruit people? That'd be nice. Margarita? Where's Margarita again? Isn't that way... Yeah, that's way southeast. That's so far away. I don't need information on Margarita. Okay. Can I visit the... Let me save before I do this, because that would be a really bad idea if this... Well, it could be a very bad idea. I'm going to try to visit the governor, see... Like, hey, Spanish guy! How you doing? We are at war with the English. Though you have offended the Spanish crown, you may forgive your piratical offenses for no 1,000 gold pieces. No. All right, fair enough. Can I trade with a merchant? Do I have? We do not trade with pirates. Technically, I'm not a pirate right now. I'm working for the English. Roll call reveals that 19 crew members have deserted. Of course they have. Okay, now we want to go basically to the Bahamas. But in order to do that, we have to go east here first. So I'm going to try to go... Sailing east is tough. I'm going to try to go east here to Tortuga. All right, so we're this is the coast of Cuba that we're done with here. All right, what do we got? It's a sloop? Nope, it's a barquet. Let's go with barquet. Prepare for battle. I need more ships. I need more men. Let's get on the war galleon. I'm trying to turn. I'm still trying to turn. So it just fired once and it's going away. Full sail. Yeah, now I can try to catch up a bit. Come on, turn. One more there and fire. Gotcha. You lost a mast. You shouldn't be able to sail basically at all then. All right, we're slowly catching up. Can I just fire and destroy it? All right, we're turning. Lower sails. I'm stuck. Battle sails, I can't go lower than that. Sailing against the wind is not advisable, but that is the way I have to go. So we'll turn and fire. And destroy the ship. Yeah, destroyed the ship. It's gone. All right, we're trying to go this way. Tortuga should be on the northern side of Haiti here. Either way, these are both French territories, so we should be fine. Investigate. Is it a pirate? Merchantman. The French flag will save you. Okay, so I believe that the southern city here is Port-de-Paix? Yep, Port-de-Paix. Okay, we will march into town. Let's drop another save before I do that. What happens if I go to a neutral place? All right, we're not at war with France. I haven't done anything to France. They open fire? Okay, let's leave. No need for that then. Off we go. Let's head for the Bahamas. These are basically all Bahamas Islands, right? I don't know Bahamas that well, but I believe that all these small little islands are the Bahamas. Can I do anything? Are those supposed to be, like, trees? Yeah, they're supposed to be trees. Oh, this looks like a nightmare. Okay. Maybe going to the Bahamas was a bad idea. Turn there. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're in unknown waters here, Captain. There's a barquet. They are French. Apparently, I need to fight the French, but I'm just like, I don't like being here. Eleuthera should be somewhere around here somewhere. There it is. Trying to stay out of what appear to be shallows. That's my thought, is that those little things are shallows and I can't sail them. So I'm trying to stay out of it as I go very slowly. Okay, this should be English waters. It is English waters. Sloop. Major Clinton. Didn't I already kill him? Dropping another save. I don't like anything about what's happening so far. Okay. Close for battle. We'll take the barquet. That should be enough. There. Just had to pick my spot. Yeah, he's too close. I couldn't escape him. There we go. All right, we got Major Clinton approaching. He should have less than us, right? I should have more men. Okay. Nope. Too far. All right. Up. Okay, got him first. Yeah, if you need the distance up and left. But once he's in... Alright, we should be close here. No. There. Down he goes. Alright, they still have 45 men, but I had 115, so we should be good here. Is that the English pirate jingle? I think it is. Set a prize crew for that. And then I think we have to kill Major Clinton at some point. We're going to hold him for ransom. And we should have plenty of room for everything he's got. Only 510 pieces of gold, but I will take it. 20 more sailors. That's more than I lost, so we are good. Another one here. What do we got? It's a pinnace captain. It's Major Clinton again? I'm just confused by all of this. All right, we'll take the barquet. It's coming from the east. Turn. Raise the sails. Get after him. Like we don't like any of the Clintons. Yeah, he's faster than me. Fine. Away he goes. If winds are coming from the east, shouldn't that make it faster for me to go west? Am I misunderstanding how boats work and the wind works? That's entirely possible. Like I said, I'm not a sailor, but I slowed down as I turned west. All right, we made it to Eleuthera. we'll just go ahead and sail into harbor. They are struggling. We'll visit the governor. We're with the Spanish, we're with the Dutch. I think we're basically just in English territory here. So she have brought me that despicable pirate Major Clinton. Why didn't this come up before? The king will be very pleased at this news. Like, I've brought pirates to town before, and that never came up. Oh, is that your daughter again? Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. The governor introduces you to his young daughter. Hi, how are you? Does the governor have any... I can't visit the governor right now. All right, we'll visit the tavern. And 12 men. I was hoping for more than that. From Puerto Bello. Where's Puerto Bello? That's like the Panama Canal, Panama. That's actually like some of the most dangerous territory in the world right there. No, I don't need any information there. Gold mine at Leogon. Like, St. Augustine's not doing great. Okay, can I view the map? Actually, let's trade with the merchant first. I will sell you my damaged sloop, because I don't need 3 sloops. And then I don't need to repair anything, and then I can just sell that and get back up to 200 food. That should be good. Okay. Check information. Is it just cities? No. Okay. Maps. I should have a couple maps. Okay, so that's somewhere near Eleuthera. I think it is north of here. That's my guess. Based on the map that I can see. Actually, no, it's west of here on the other side of Nassau. Okay, I think I see where that is. So we should be good to go there. This, I still need more information. Let's just continue travels. Yeah, I can technically save my game at any time, but I don't trust the in-game save mechanism. Not one bit. 19 crew members have deserted. How dare you? Let's go this way. And that should be it right there. Slowly we walk over. What do I do when I get there? Just hit the button? All right, I only have the button, so what are we going to do? Right? Like, we're right on top of that. Let me save, because I don't know what some of these options are. Take sun sight? What? Oh, search. There we go. Search will do the trick. We found treasure! Hooray! Your digging uncovers a chest of solid oak. Opening the box, you find 7,000 gleaming pieces of gold and silver. We did it. Okay, we will check the party. The crew's unhappy. Why is the crew unhappy? Like, I feel like we're doing... Like, we just got a whole bunch of treasure. That should count for something. Okay, we will head out east here. Probably very slowly. No. Okay, we want to go kind of north a bit. I feel like Nassau should be right there, but it wasn't. Okay, we will continue. And around here should have been Grand Bahama. Okay, over to Florida we go. We're in Spanish waters. Galleon captain. Let's investigate that. Let's close for battle. I'm going to bring my war galleon to take on the galleon. Come on, turn. And then right around there. You're not going to get away from me. Not if I can turn, which is not always the easiest. There. How is it that off? All right, raise the sail. What happened? As you approach the enemy ship, a white banner shoots to the top of the mast. They've struck their colors, Captain. The crew cheers. All right, we took the ship. No need to fight at all. 16-gun galleon of 160 tons. Send a prize crew. Okay. And all the food you want. I've maxed out my food. Okay, fair enough. We got 9,000. We got more from that ship than we did from the sunken treasure. And 58 more sailors want to join. Okay, things are going well. So we will continue our trek north here through Florida to St. Augustine, which is way up there. Investigate. It's Marquis Mendoza. We will take the war galleon. Come on. Like we're chasing them down. Okay. This way and there. Turn? I couldn't turn. Missed there. Come on, turn the damn ship. All right, raise the sail. All right, full sails, and we win the ship again without a fight. I will take it. Crew should be happy with this, right? I do want a merchantman. We'll get rid of our sloops when we get a chance. Like, these are better ships than what we have. We're gonna hold him for ransom, I think. No, we'll hold him for ransom. Okay. Take all of that. Take as much of the cans as we can. Can't take any more food. But we'll take 41 sailors. Okay, yeah, we have a ways to go. That's like the Everglades down there. Just stay away from the gators, right? That's the main goal. St. Augustine, way up north here. I don't know how we're going to get down from here, but this will all work out in the end, right? Let's drop a save. I said I could be doing the in-game save system, but I do not trust in-game save systems. at this time. All right, let's go that way. Okay, a fort. We will attack the town. All right, this is what you guys want. We'll take our war galleon. No clue where I am, where the town's... Okay, there's the town. And instantly being shot at. I am turning as hard as I can. That hit? Nope. Turn! What the hell? Alright. Well, we made it into town, not the way I wanted, but yeah, the war galleon, it doesn't steer very well if you haven't caught on to that by now. Alright, let's go after the fort's commander. We'll take the rapier. I'm already just like, let's go left. Oh, I should win this. Just chase him down. Alright, down he goes. I have one man left. Yeah, we did it. Like, this should make the crew happy. The once proud town of St. Augustine is at your mercy. We're getting so many more jingles these days, it feels like. What else we got? The local governor flees at the sight of your victorious mob. You may install a new governor. Shall he be Spanish, English, French, or Dutch? I mean, I don't see a reason to stay away from English right now. I do know that if I want to get like a perfect score in the game, but I'm not sure that even exists in this version, I do need to make everybody like me. But for now, like freaking English. Just the English all the time. And yes, I will take all your stuff. Some poor town is going to pay me all their money for everything that I'm going to sell them. That seems to be all that I could do. 13,000 for that one. I will take it. Like, we have conquered St. Augustine here. Florida is now British. I just want to circle around and sail into harbor so that I can just treat this like a normal town. All right, visit the governor. How you doing? I chose you right. You know, I installed you here, so you better give me a promotion. Recognition, I am Major Dowdy. All right, I did it. 300 acres of land. Very nice. We're moving up finally in the rankings. You have a quest for me? Evil Spaniard Admiral Enriquez. Where is Admiral Enriquez? Villa Hermosa. Don't know where that is. Oh, that's over in Mexico. Oh no. That is way out there. It's also our next stop because there's not too much more that we could. Oh God, no. I think that they don't want me to be attracted to these women, but I'm sorry. With like your almost yellow skin, you just look like Count Dracula to me. So no, we're moving on. Oh, you should go out and get some sun. You're in Florida. Wait, what? The governor's daughter is overwhelmed by your charm and wit. She agrees to gather information for you at the governor's house. Okay. Can I visit the tavern? How many people want to join? 28. Get on board. And Tortuga. I don't care about Tortuga. Spain's at war with Holland. Okay. We got some news. Trade with a merchant. How much money you got? We'll sell you something. You can have one of my sloops. And then we will repair the merchantman. For just $250. And then he's got some money. He still has a little bit of money. Somehow he had just enough. I'll take some money from you, though. Or I'll take some food. And there you go. All right, so we're up to 55, 9, 10. That is good. Things have been going very well to the point that I want to save. All right, so I think our next stop is freaking Via Hermosa. 73 crew members deserted. What the hell? We're in English water. Sloop. Major Clinton. Closed for battle. We'll try the galleon. No. Okay. Sloops are fast. They have been very fast. Okay, turn. Did I already got close enough to them. Are they're surrendered already? Wow, people are just surrendering to me so fast. All right, send a crew. I guess we're going to go back to St. Augustine real quick because I am holding you for ransom. And I'll just take that, I guess. That's all I can really do. We'll take the crew. Let's circle right back around, see if the governor will give me any sort of thing for capturing another another Clinton. I think that's the third one we've captured. Anything to say about this? All right, so I might have to turn him into the country that they're from. That might be the deal. God. Yes. After dinner, you visit your former wife, made note of the latest news and gossip at the governor's house. She says, "Look, the treasure fleet is in Spain. Silver train is in Santa Marta. Santa Marta. ¿Dónde está Santa Marta?" It's like, well, it's Spanish. Like, that's not helping me. All right, back to the other map. I can't read it on one. Nope, Santa Catalina. Oh, Santa Marta. There it is. Very close to Cartagena, so we'll have to go basically to both of those places. Let's visit the tavern and get more crew. 31. That'll make up for people that have deserted me. I don't care about Curacao. Let's go ahead and leave town. Yeah, 24. Marquis Mendoza left. I had to turn him into a Spanish town, I think. Are you serious? I made it like 2 squares. All right. Hail for news. It's English. It's fine. How come they're not saying that I installed a new governor at St. Augustine? Because I did. Okay. If I go that way, it should be fine. They're still kind of pushing me against it. I'm going very much against the wind. But I'm trying to make it around Florida here. Does it go out further? I feel like it shouldn't. No, that way. I have to think about the controls constantly. Okay, so we can head to the Florida Keys. If they have a spot. I guess not? I guess not. The Florida Keys aren't there. The Sailing Master warns your men to be growing restless, Captain. If you don't find us plunder soon, methinks they'll mutiny? The hell? Okay, so we're going to attack whatever comes our way. Close for battle. Like, how often do you guys need this? The war galleon to take on the regular galleon. Or the merchantman. Come on, turn, fire, turn. Raise the sails. Because it's only coming from the south. I should be able to catch up. Still way faster than you. Alright, turn. Alright, we got there before they hit us. Okay, they surrender. Once again, like, we're getting so much plunder, it feels like. Yeah, we're gonna take the merchantman. Alright, we got some good stuff here. Like, I have a whole freaking fleet. And they're still just like, we need more. And we'll take them. And then we will... God, do I dare? Let's head south. How far is it from Florida to Cuba? That far. Let's go ahead and save before I approach. Because this is Havana. Biggest town on Cuba, right? And I couldn't deal with Santiago. All right, we'll investigate. Colonel de Valdez. Let's do it. And I will bring the Barquet because it's faster. All right, and... just ram them. Yep, they've surrendered. All right, everybody just surrenders to me now. I got way too big of a crew. All right, we did it again. I have 300 of tons of space. No, we're going to hold you for ransom, and I'm going to use you to bribe the Spanish. Because I have, I think, all the information that I need right now. Okay. Take them. Okay, and we will drop a save there. Just replace the one I just did. Okay. Let's sneak into town. As you sneak into town, you're recognized by the halt. Just take me to the governor. I have to fight? I have to fight. Okay. Get in. How? There. Get the distance. Up and left. Up and left. Up and left. How many times do I have to hit him? And the up one is supposed to be like the strongest attack too. Okay, down he goes. I have defeated the guard and should be able to sneak into town now? Am I understanding this mechanic correctly? What? Nope, I got hit and then... Okay, sneak into town. Yeah, 480 soldiers. They have too much for me to be able to fight here. We'll visit the governor. I have a pirate for you. Right? You're at war with me. I'm sure you are. So you have brought me that despicable Colonel de Valdez. The king will be very pleased at this news. Okay, visit a tavern. Oh, there we go. Something good. An old treasure map for 500 gold pieces. We'll buy the map. Where is that? Somewhere near St. Augustine. We were just there. All right. Trade with a merchant. We want to trade with pirates. Can I visit the tavern again? Can I get men? Nothing happens at the tavern. Okay. I guess we're going back the way that I came. 142 crew members deserted. How much plunder do I have to get to keep people happy? All right, it's a bar K. Spanish. We'll close for battle. And I'll send in my war galleon. Like I got... Who is better than me right now at being a pirate? That's what I want to know. Like, who do you think you're going to go to? Thought I had turned more. Raise the sail. They are way faster than me. Right, if I go this way, I might be able to get there. Nah, it's not worth it. Wow, that went that way a ways. And that's just one off. Nope, it was close though. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to catch them. I was hoping that I might be able to hit them and then that would work, but no. All right, away they go. And we're just going to go straight north from here. So this will take us west of the Keys. And then I probably need to go a little bit to the east in order to land. Oh, it's so much slower on foot. Who would have thought traveling through Florida would be so difficult? Wasn't it like somewhere right around here. Search. There's no treasure here. All right, let's check the map. Oh, right on the edge. Right on the edge. Little right here. And then we will search here. There we go. More treasure for us, right next to the Everglades. And we got 6,000 pieces of gold. That's not enough to keep my my crew happy, I am sure. They're just not happy with anything at this point. I don't know what else I'm going to be able to do to make them happy. But I want to head to Villa Hermosa at this point. Get on board. Go. And it's like this way. Once again, I feel like turning this way should make it go faster. Like, I should really be going fast that way. But it's like, no, you have to go south if you want to go super fast. Oh, that is Havana. Okay, we need to go way this way. Way to the west. By the way, Captain, if you don't attack, they'll mutiny you. All right, we'll investigate. Close for battle. We'll do the barcade. I'm down to 164 men because so many abandoned me. I only got 28. All right, raise the sail. Goes from 5 to 7. We'll catch up. We'll get there. Come on. All right, we're up to 10. And fire from there. Turn. And they have lost a mast. And so I should be able to catch up to them. They just fully surrender? They just fully surrender. No real surprises there. Okay, I don't need another barquet, so let's go ahead and plunder and sink it. I have so much. I feel like I'm losing gold. I feel like I had more gold in that. Okay, so this way. We should be going faster. Okay, so that's the end of Cuba. This is the Yucatan Peninsula right over here. So much faster to go that way. I don't know how we're going to make it out of Mexico. Like, it might be faster to walk it. Let's try doing this. Zigzag pattern even when I'm like on the wind side. It seems to be going faster that way. Okay. So we'll head down. Unfortunately, it is kind of down here. That's not what I wanted, but we'll go for that one as well. It's another barquet, close for battle. And We'll send our Bark as well. Yeah, 20 men. Like, nobody has a lot. It's really towns that are the scary things for me. Raise the sails. All right, we're at 10. We should be catching up to them pretty soon here. There we go. And yeah, we'll sink this ship as well. I don't see a need to keep this one. The jingles, we're starting to get too many jingles now. All right, plunder and sinker. Let's take all of this. All right, another 1,100 gold pieces. Not at max food, but like we're close. Take the sailors. And I wanted to drop a save here because this is a town. It's not one that we absolutely need to go to, but over here we can find, I think this is Campeche. Oh, Spanish waters. We got a Penes. Okay, Duke de Toledo. Let's close for battle, take him out with our Barquet. And feel like that should have hit. Raise the sail. Yeah, he's faster than me. That shouldn't hit. And it doesn't. Fine, fine, fine. We'll move on. It was just too fast for me. Did I need to go in a sloop? For a Penes? Alright, so we've made it to Campeche. Let's sneak into town. No, let's freaking attack the town. It's been a while. We'll raid the town. 159 men in my war galleon. When it's a town, I want to bring as many people as I can. All right, they have 38 guns. Tried to turn. Okay. I'm going backwards here. Okay, we can go up, but I can't go northeast. God, this is a nightmare. I can't do anything here. The war galleon is just so bad at this. All right, we're backing out, I think. An accurate salvo of cannon fire from the fort drives you back to the open sea. Fine. We will just take our ship and go where we wanted to go. So Campeche is out. I think it's got too many people there anyway. So we'll go down here. And somewhere around here. Oh, I think it's inland. Yeah. Down here. I can't sail into it. Is Villa Hermosa. I forget what we were told was here, but this was... I think there was a person that I needed to talk to get the whereabouts of my sister. So we'll try to sneak into town here. So yeah, they're not going to like me. 170 soldiers is probably too many for me anyway. I don't remember if I have somebody for the Spanish governor, so I'll drop a save before I visit. Do I have somebody for you? Ah, Admiral Enriquez! He is here. So I didn't have somebody, but I can get this guy. Let's just keep using the rapier. And poke from a distance. Too far. Just... Come on. There we go. I thought that was going to be attack. If it, what? Just do the attack. Just holding up and left. He's close. Why aren't you attacking? What? How? Get in there. Oh, that's close. Okay, down. He's in range for down. He's in range for... He's in range for left? How? I swear, like, the game is just not super responsive when it comes to this. I've hit him so many times. There we go. Down he finally goes. That took way too long. But it is like the story quest. All right, so we got him. What do you have to say about my sister? What do you have to say about all of this? I think I know where she is. I think I know where that is. Let's go for it. I was thinking like we could probably stop here, but I think I know where that is. God, 83 more crew members. Like, how fast do I have to like destroy things for you people? I think that's Florida. I think that is Florida. That is like the bottom. I think I got it. So let's do I need to take this, don't I? Okay, so it is on a bar K. We only have 76 men. We're going to take a war galleon. We lost over half of our men because we didn't plunder fast enough. Come on. Turn. That should not have fired that way. And then I get hit. God, the war galleon is just not... It's not good for... What is it good for? It's driving me crazy. That's what it's good for. Raise the sails. Go faster. There, I landed a shot. Shoot him! I can do this. I probably will have to fight, but that's okay. Yep, it's time to fight. Marquis de Vasquez. I think I forgot. Valdez. My bad. Okay. Poke. 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 Just poke from a distance. Just slash! Why aren't you there? God. And then he was out of range because it took you so long. All right, we're winning, but not by a lot. Okay. He's close. Panic is close. Nope. Go for the attack. He's in range. There we go. Finally, down goes the marquee. That took way too long. All right, plunder and sink it. And ask about the silver train, I guess. I don't remember the treasure fleet. Is it still? It's in Rio de Hacha. Oh, I see where that is. Like it's in the same freaking place. Okay. Get everything I can. Oh, we need more cannon there. Okay. I'm definitely losing gold. Okay, but I do think, once again, I know where my sister is. Really? Like, at this point, I'm just kind of hoping to get there. Investigate Admiral de Toledo. We will close for battle. And we will take a sloop. Because the Pinnace has been outrunning us every time. Get in range there. And then we can just take it. We have like double the men. So, yep, they struck their colors. We don't get the picture, but they struck their colors. And we get another jingle. Okay, plunder and sinker. I don't need that. It's 4 guns. It doesn't have a lot to it. We'll hold him for rant. Well, tell me about the silver train. Portobello. Portobello? I don't know where that one is. All right, to the other map. Portobello. I have to assume it's like South America somewhere. It is not. Portobello is... It is. Well, it's like Panama again. Why did I see it there? Whatever. Okay, but we're going to Florida. Nope, can't take any more there. Take the sailors. I need as many as I can get. Because everybody hates me and is abandoning me. I'm not plundering enough. Just every chance I get, apparently, is not enough. Okay, we're going to try to make it over to Florida. Okay, that's Havana. No. What is this? No, we're still at the Yucatan. Right. There's Campeche. Like, we're so much further behind than I thought. Yeah, we can't take Campeche. I don't even know how to take something like that. Captain De Valdez again. Let's close for battle. We'll take him out with a sloop of our own. That should be enough. Get him. They're probably going to have to fight. I do. Okay. I have a couple more men than he does. Poke. Poke from a distance. No. Come on. Bob and weave. There we go. Stay on the outside. What? Just hit. Okay, up. There we go. Panic. So close. And down he goes. Down he goes. And we get another haul. Maybe this will make somebody happy. No, just plunder and sink it. What do we get it for that? No, just hold him for ransom. I don't need to know any of that. Okay, and we will take the sailors. And we will keep trying to get around the Yucatan Peninsula. I told you, like, getting out of Mexico is a hassle. And I'm hoping that I can kind of do a bit of a shortcut here and rescue my sister. And honestly, I like if I rescue my sister, I feel like that's kind of the end of it. But what do I know? Okay, Florida is this way. But that was working well. I wanted to stick with it a little bit. Now it's not. Okay, this way. Come on. I haven't done sailing like this since, I think it was one of the Ultima games where it was just so aggravating. Okay, I might have been too far north here. Once again, just trying to get east over to Florida. We can do it. We can make it. Yeah, once you're in Mexico, man. It's so hard to get over that Yucatan Peninsula. And yet I can't like raise or lower sails or anything like that. Like, somebody just give me some sort of clue where I am. I'm over by the Florida Keys. Okay, there's nothing. I was hoping that was going to lead to small little island somewhere. But I believe that my sister, my long-lost sister, is basically in Hawaii. Or not Hawaii, Miami. That is a weird mix-up, but that is what I think. Okay, so I think that's a Florida Key. So if I go this way, yes. Oh, please just get me there. Okay. So if I look at the map, can I look at the map? Captain, you're a skulker and a coward. I'm taking this ship to search for plunder and Spanish gold. You draw your sword and attack the mutinous lieutenant. And we've been mutinied! After all of that! How many men are on my side? Alright, so it's 1-on-1. Nope, just out of range. Oh, he was in range that time, though. How? Like, the top is supposed to be so much, like, more of a range, and then I go for it, and he goes for the short range and hits me. After I, like, right before I miss. Come on, go for it. There. There. Come on. I can't get my attacks off. There. No. Come on. Go for the freaking attack. He's already in panic. Just go for it. There. Down he goes. Down with the mutineer. Get the hell out of my face. Throw him overboard. How dare you? I am so close to rescuing my sister. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay. Map. Oh, because I wanted to check the map. I think that's it. Like, okay, 2 or 3 squares up. On the right side. Screw it. Up here. No! Investigate. It's the Valdez again. Sure. We're so close. Let's go for a sloop. It's the only thing that I think can, like, kind of match speeds. Fire! Okay, now I have, like, over double, so they should just instantly surrender. Nope. I thought that was the rule. It's what felt like the rule. How many stab wounds can I take to the gut before I just die? That should not be how this goes. Alright. Poke. Come on. Bob and weave. No. Alright, down he goes. And we will just plunder the ship. Okay, plunder and sink it. Hold him for ransom. Take everything. Like, I keep you guys well fed. We have so much on board. I don't understand why they're just not happy with me. Okay. So I believe that my sister... Oh my god, it's so slow no matter what I do. Can I not walk against the wind either? I believe that my sister is 1 square to the east of here. This is Miami, I believe. Miami's probably a little bit further north, but still. Like, we're so far south here. Yeah. Yeah, we did it. Your sister is rescued! After years of searching, you are at last reunited. I have a mysterious and exciting tale to tell, your sister exclaims. We did it. We got our sister. Many years ago, the Spanish plundered the ancient Inca capital while You're not going to name it? While transporting the great riches of Spain to Spain, a treasure galleon foundered and sank. By luck and craft, I acquired part of a map to this incredible treasure. And there's the lost Inca treasure. It is on a random island. I don't know, in the Bahamas? It could be anywhere. And that's the part. Oh, well, so much for that. After 3 days of fruitless digging, the search is called off. There is no. There's no treasure, I think they meant to say. Something like that. Okay. Let's... to be honest, this is becoming more and more frustrating the longer that I play it, so I don't really feel the need to keep going. And it's small things, right? I really want to like the game. I really do. But it's just getting aggravating. Maybe because of where I went, right? Because I went to St. Augustine. Because I went to Mexico. And that's just not fun. But this is me going east. You know what I mean? And the only place that I can go that's safe harbor for me to sell anything to get more money, which is probably what the crew wants, is east. There's no English port this far west, except for maybe St. Augustine. Okay, let's do that. And it's Colonel de Valdez again. Don't we already have him in custody? Isn't he on board my ship? We're doing the sloop again. Nope. Didn't land the shot. Yeah, all right. I basically just want to get back to an English port and call it a day. That's my thought right now. Like that's kind of it. Nope, just out of range. Come on. Stop faking your attack and go for it. There we go. Up. There. Out of range. Get closer. They're panicking. Come on. There. Down he goes. Down he goes. All right, plunder and sinker. I don't need a small ship like that. The sloop does me fine. And we'll hold him for ransom, I guess, because I'm tired of fighting the same pirates over and over and over again. And we got another 1830, 15 more sailors. So where I need to go, the closest British port, English port, whatever you want to say, is Eleuthera, which is east of here. So let's go there, and honestly, that might end this run of just okay. This is fun, but I am done with it. It's just so aggravating to go against the wind. And now we have another thing. What do we got? Admiral Enriquez again? Like, why don't I kill anybody? I can. At some point, people need to die, right? That was definitely the guy that we got, like, the map information for our sister from. Like, we went out of our way to get him. Okay, circle. There. And chase them from behind, and then we can do another one. Oh, hooray, we just win. Alright, plunger and sinker. I don't need the pinnace or pinnace, whatever it's called. I don't need it. Alright, hold them for ransom too. And take everything. I have so much room. 2 sailors. What happens to the other ones, right? That's weird. I'm stopping to care. This is happening. One of your ship crashes. Okay, so I'm not supposed to go on these shallows. That's fair. I lost a ship. I don't know which one. We'll figure out when we make it to town. If I make it to town. Yeah, you got... The fact that I have to zigzag. We're just going. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. Okay, so that's where NASA should be, but I don't think it's there. Which means that Eleuthera is down this way. Yeah. Why would you design it to be this poor? Okay, that's it. No, leave it. No, we're just gonna go back to town. We're going to town. I don't care if you're gonna mutiny. I will fight you. And I will not kill you because apparently the Spanish flag? Wait, when did that happen? We're attacking the town, and apparently that means that I have to do it this way as opposed to sailing in. Alright, at least I got a hit in. It's like on his elbow, but it counts. Hit him. Oh. Yeah, I was about to say, we vastly outnumber these people. We need to win. What happened? Alright, so we have conquered the town. And we've won. And what do we get? So they hid some of their gold. And they get 360 pieces of gold. From a town that I thought I was going to be safe at. Alright, so I guess we go... I don't know. I guess we go to Port Royale at this point. I'm so done. I just want out at this point. And that's not a good sign. Okay. So we're sailing through the Bahamas. If I could Get out of the shallows at least. They really do not want me to go to an English town. So yeah, Port Royal, that's Jamaica. It's on the other side of Cuba here. And yeah, could I have gone and taken on the treasure? Sure, but I was taking on another quest, and it feels like doing that bite me in the butt. Now we go east. Because we have a ways to go this way. Just slows to a crawl. Come on. And I think that's the end of Cuba. We just go around the shallows here. And there's Haiti, so let's go down here. Should have just gone to St. Augustine. Okay, I think that is still Haiti, so over there will be Jamaica. Okay. To Port Royal. Almost. No. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not plundering a ship. Nope, I'm being mutinied. I'm trying to get you guys money. We're going to town. Nope. There. Nope, just out of range, but not when he does it. Okay. You're lucky I'm good at fencing. Well, I'm lucky I'm good at fencing. Otherwise, this would have been over a long time ago. What? How did he get 2 attacks off while I didn't even get 1? There. Just there. And up. And up. Why do we keep faking it at each other? There, down he goes. I've won again. I swear people are fighting me with just like, no, we're going to continue. They're fighting me with like plastic swords or something. Okay. We've made it to Port Royal. It is an English flag. We've made it. Oh, man. All right. So we'll visit the governor. I have like 3 pirates for you. We're at war with the Spanish. Apparently we're not at war with the Dutch anymore. There's the daughter. He doesn't care that I have pirates on tow because it's just not. Fuck it. We're proposing marriage. What do I have to lose at this point? Well, what cheek. Just what kind of lady do you take me for? You are but a poor unknown apprentice captain and I'm a lady of beauty and refinement. I'm not high enough rank. I'm not high enough rank. 63 men. That's like double my men now. Who's this? What do you have for me? 500 gold pieces. Sure. Where's your treasure? Somewhere in Puerto Principe. That's over. That's Cuba. Sure. St. Kitts, Barbados, Spain captures Eleuthera. So that happened like a month ago. I just got there too late. Let's go ahead and trade. I will sell all my ships except for 1. So the sloop can go. This sloop can go. Actually, I'll keep the rest. Why not? And then I will sell off a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, apparently, like, doing the quests is not what I want to do, because having this little money is what's causing the problems, I think. I think they just like me having a whole bunch of money. I'm going to drop a save here. I'm just going to, like I said, I think this is it for me. The game is just getting too slow and frustrating when I want to do something. This is just not great. So let's divide up the plunder. That is the end of the game button. Let's do that. Amid great anticipation, the plunder is kind of divided. Each crew member shares comes in 90 gold pieces. I get 800. The crew swaggers off to squander their hard-won gold. The local tavern resounds to the din of drunken sea shanties. And then I can just retire, or I could advance to the higher level, or I could go on again and wait like a little bit. But let's retire from privateering. Yeah, let's see what happens as a result of that. The further adventures of the pirate daughter. You achieved the title of English Major, making you a little-known member of your community. You accumulated the sum of 1,450 gold pieces and 400 acres of land during your career, making you a very poor man. Your exploits on the high seas leave you with a reputation as an active and daring captain. You retired from privateering at the age of 27. You're unable to find a bride. You succeeded in rescuing one member of your family. Oh, there were going to be other members? You become a contented and cheerful man. Your pirating days are at an end. As a result of your seafaring exploits, you become a sergeant. And, it's not the bottom. It's not the first column, but it's pretty far down there, 16 out of 100. I honestly will take it. And I do have a few good years left in me, but I think for now, that is going to do it. That is Sid Meier's Pirates Played, and with the game played, it's time to talk about how it holds up today. Playing the game today, overall, I had a good time playing Sid Meier's Pirates. Overall, it was a good experience. There were definitely some things that built up my frustration as we kept going, and that made me stop, but we'll talk about that in a bit. For now, let's focus on the positive things about the game. The first and most obvious thing to me is that the game is big. It is a big open world game. The large capacity of the map is impressive for the time. The fact that it was fairly close to accurate. I could kind of get the sense of where I was and where I needed to go in order to get to a certain town. And I didn't always need to refer back to the map, but I often did just because I'm not super familiar with the area. But it was pretty realistic for what Mexico, South America, the Caribbean, and Florida really looked like at the time. There were probably a lot more towns than the ones that we could visit, but the fact that they were able to get a world that large is impressive. The open world aspect of the game also is a huge deal. I think that the ability for a player to take over a role in a role-playing game is something that is going to be near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. I don't necessarily view role-playing games that way, but I know some people do, where they want to take control of this person's life, of the character's life, and they want to do whatever they want. They want to attack whoever they want. They want to side with whoever they want. That is a big deal, and this game does allow it. Your ability to kind of go your own way is kind of mandatory if you want a higher point total at the end of the game, but the fact that you can side with each and every country is the way the game is designed. And really, if you want the highest score, you do need to max out your score with every country, which means I believe you just attack pirates all the time. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't know. It's a little weird. There's a lot of mini games in this game between the attacking of a town, the attacking during a naval battle, the fencing minigame, and then we didn't get to see it because I didn't make it high enough as a rank, but there's also a dancing minigame when it comes to the courtship, and that's where your wit and charm will be useful for you. There's lots of things going on in this game. With that said, there are a few things that I would say didn't age well. I think the graphics didn't age particularly well. Some of the portraits looked good, some did not. It also felt like things weren't aligning properly often. I think that the sea didn't look great. The ships looked decent, though. The portraits overall were good, but there were definitely a couple that I'm looking at and I'm like, I don't think that's how that's supposed to look. We also had some issues with the sound. I think the jingles were great, but they kept playing over and over, and there was only so many times I could hear the plunder sound and not just want to move on and stop it, and they just didn't give me an option for that. So I think the sound was good, but after a while it just became another annoyance. The fact that I couldn't just blast through that like, hey, I just looted something. I don't need to hear the loot jingle again. That was definitely something that didn't age well, I think. But overall, I think that the gameplay is the thing that aged the worst. And I don't necessarily mean the overall gameplay. The idea of going port to port, attacking ships, attacking towns, going on these quests, I think that is fine. That, I think, aged well. I think the actual gameplay itself, in terms of the movement and the attacking and things like that, I think that is where the game's most frustrating parts are. I think that the fencing needs a lot of work. I can't tell if it's a turn-based fencing game or not. That's the bottom line. I could not tell because towards the end, I'm just holding buttons and hoping that my guy doesn't attack. That was the extent of my fencing. And maybe I could have gotten better at it if I blocked more, which is a thing you can do. Just hit up or down and you can block, or you can parry. And maybe it is supposed to be kind of a rock, paper, scissors type turn-based thing, but I don't think it is. But it felt like it was, because my character would kind of stumble all the time. Even when I'm just holding left and I just wanted him to move to the left, he's trying to attack and failing at it. It was just weird. And considering that is the crux of the game most of the time, that was probably the screen we were on the most, was the fencing screen. It just needed to be better for it to age well. So I think that was the part that aged the worst. Also, going east. Just east in general. There's no way to play this game where you do well in it without having to go east at some point. East is necessary. You have to go east. And the fact that there were times when going east was impossible, because if you lowered your sails, you would be stagnant, and if you raised your sails, you'd be going backwards. It's not good for the game. It might be realistic, right? Like I said, I'm not a sailor. I've never been on a sailboat in my life. I don't really understand how they work, but I've been told that the best way is to go at a 90-degree angle to whatever the wind is, and there are ways to sail against the wind. I've been told that time and time again. There are ways to do it. In this game, I don't really think there is. I kept trying to do that zigzag pattern that I've been taught, or at least I was taught at one point, and it seemingly worked, but not very well. And the fact that this is a built-in programming issue with the game, I think, is an issue. I think that you need to be able to allow the player to go east. Call me crazy, but if there's a direction that they're going to need to go, you need to allow the player to do that. And I think that it should have been done in a much less frustrating way. And maybe, once again, I don't know the proper technique to do it, but I shouldn't need a drastic technique in order to sail east. And that's just the way that the game is designed. Sure, we started on the East Coast, but I was going to need to go, well, east side of the map, I should say, but we needed to go east at some point, no matter what happened. You can't just go west and win. So I think that was probably the bottom line for me. That and the high encounter rate on the ocean. There was just so much to attack, and there was just, like I said, anytime I needed to go east, which includes in the naval battles and in the attacking of the towns, it just became more and more frustrating for me. I do like a lot of aspects of the game, but I think a lot of it didn't age well because of the lack of control that I felt that I had over what I was doing. And the fact that I was trying to do a quest, right? I was trying to get treasure. I was trying to capture pirates. I was trying to rescue my sister. All of that meant that my men hated me because I wasn't constantly plundering. Was, I think, an issue. I had money, and it just kept on going to the men while they're on board the ship. Maybe it's just in owed wages, but, where's my money going? And the fact that they were so upset that I wasn't constantly plundering everything we came across and turning it into town and getting my money and paying them off, I think ended up being an issue because there are larger quests you wanted me to do, and I couldn't do them because it took so long to sail. And so it just kind of added up to an issue. And I think that should you have gotten this game in 1987, you would have loved the game. But because this was designed well, but implemented, I think, less than well, probably not poorly, but, okay. It was implemented in an okay fashion. You're going to see a lot of people try to take this game and make it better. And I think that is going to be to this game's detriment. People take this style of game and improve upon the formula. And by contrast, this original version looks worse as a result. It kind of suffered from its own success. And we've seen a few games like that, but this game in particular stands out to me of, I've played lots of games like this. A lot of other games do this a lot better. And I do know that there is a remake. I kind of mentioned it while we were playing the game. I think it's like 15 to 17 years later. They make a lot of improvements on that one. So in terms of recommending this game, I would only recommend the remake. I would not recommend this original version. Just know that this version exists and it's done in a worse manner. I think the control scheme is not great. I know there's a port later this year that adds Bermuda. That is probably a better version as well, but this version I really can't recommend to anybody but the most die-hard strategy game fans, especially if you are interested in the history of strategy games. This one will have fun for you, don't get me wrong, but in the overall scheme of video games, I think there are better implementations of this style of game that are so similar that you're not really missing anything by skipping this game. Just know that this one exists, but there are better games out there for you to play. And that's my modern take on the game. When the game was released, Sid Meier's Pirates was popular among the critics. Critics praised the game, highlighting the game's gameplay, depth, and innovation as the game's strengths. It would receive several different awards in the years immediately after its release. As time has gone on, the game has retained its positive reputation. The game routinely makes lists of best video games of all time. Pirates would see ports to several other computer systems. By the end of 1987, Pirates would be ported to the Amstrad CPC, Apple II, and IBM PC. The IBM PC version in particular would add another location in Bermuda. The game would see several other ports over the years. We will keep an eye on some of these as we continue. Sid Meier's Pirates would also receive remakes and re-releases. We will keep an eye on these in the future. As for MicroProse, they would capitalize on one of their most successful games to date to continue creating video games. We will hear from MicroProse again in the future. As for Sid Meier, he would continue to be promoted as a star in the video game industry. We will hear from Sid Meier again as well. That will do it for the story of Sid Meier's Pirates for now. My name is Baller Scuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video when we try to get some color.